Hello everyone and welcome to today's daily challenge on October 19th, 2020. From what you can see here, we have a pretty interesting challenge. It looks like we only have some tier 3s at our disposal, one of each as well. Not really the best tier 3s either, but I mean, using the best towers that we have at our disposal, I'm sure we'll be able to complete the challenge. Anyway, we're going to get started with boat today. It's really good on this map, mainly because it can fire both ways. So one thing that I would say about the boat is I would recommend you placing it right in the center line of the track, just to make sure that when it fires, it does fire in a straight line, just so you can get the most out of the boat. As you can see here, I go ahead and I upgrade it for faster firing, and we're eventually going to be getting double shot on it as well, and camo. Camo isn't necessarily important as of right now, so there's no need to worry about it, but as you can see, it's a pretty simple early game, no need for micro or anything like that. From what you see next, we're going to be getting a sniper, and we're going to be placing it with the same rule that we applied for the boat as well. So you're going to make sure that it's on the center line so that it can fire completely straight from the entrance. The reason why we're doing that for the sniper is because eventually, along with the faster firing that we're going to be getting, we're also going to be upgrading it to have shrapnel shot and bouncing bullet as well. So bouncing bullet and shrapnel shot especially work really well when the sniper is firing on a straight line. This sort of gets our camo out of the way as well. Next up, we're going to be placing down our sub. So the main task of the sub is to help with early game when it comes to leads. I understand it's only round 15 right now, but better late than never to get that at least set up so we don't have to worry about it later. What I would recommend for this would be to get advanced intel as well. Just make sure that it can see the range that other towers have as well, so it can see camo, because the boat, like I mentioned, is going to be getting camo right now. So we are eventually going to be upgrading the sub. Not necessarily that important right now, but we go ahead and we get it done a little bit early so we don't necessarily have to worry about it. As I mentioned before, this is pretty easy in terms of the beginning challenge. This challenge in general is not too difficult, so I doubt you guys will have too much of a problem with it. But we go ahead and we get advanced intel there. Next up, we actually go ahead and we get a ninja monkey at the very front. So the main reason why we end up getting that ninja monkey is to make sure that the leads can be popped as quick as possible in the beginning of the track so that the sub can see it, because it can create a lot of problems if the sub starts firing only near halfway through the track. So as you can see right now, our defense is actually quite really good. It's being held down pretty well, so in this case we are actually able to successfully save up for bouncing bullets. It's a $3,500 upgrade, but obviously from what you can see, we're doing a pretty good job at defending, so we can save up for it. And obviously from what you can see, the bouncing bullet is doing a really good job in terms of its defense. We go ahead and we get the heli next. The heli is very important for round 40. That's the main reason why we're getting it here. Moab Shove, which recently underwent a price change, so it's a lot cheaper now and therefore a lot easier to get before round 40. Moab Shove is going to be the reason why we pass round 40 altogether. And that's mainly because right now we don't have a lot of Moab damage, so it'll be able to keep the Moab at bay so we can fire at it as much as possible. As you can see here, it's just being held back while everything damages it while it's being hit, and then the insides are just taken care of by the sniper nice and easy. So we go ahead and we just lock it in place so we don't have to worry about it, and we get camo as well, because why not? Next up, we go ahead and we get the cannon. That is going to be our next set of upgrades. In this case, from what you can see, we get a 203. The main reason why we're getting the cannon is because it's really good for group damage. Not only that, but it does overall damage to like a group of balloons. So it basically means that the sniper has a much easier job of cleaning everything up. From what you can see, we saved up quite a bit of money here, so we were able to even get a super monkey as well. This is where most of our damage is going to be coming from. From what I can see in the challenge, we are allowed to use 2 super monkeys. I'm not sure if that was necessarily intended, so I just stuck with one, you know, with sticking with the theme. But I go ahead and get camo on it just so it can kill these camo pinks, because they are quite a pain to deal with if you don't have a good tower dealing with it. Eventually with the super monkey, we're going to be going for a 0-2-3, mainly because this is going to be our main sort of tower that is going to be doing a lot of damage to the Moabs in general. And then as you can see here, we get the super range as well, so it can fire a lot further. The challenge doesn't really change much until the very end. I would say that this challenge was really easy. As you can see here, I go ahead and I get Shimmer just because camo leads are something that we can deal with, but the only problem is that our only camo lead popping power comes from the sub, and the sub can get very easily overwhelmed. So in this case, as you can see, with using Shimmer, the cannon can now fire at the camo leads, which makes it incredibly easy to beat that round. And then finally, round 60, once again, the BFB eventually comes into contact with the heli, and so do the Moabs, which help with keeping everything at bay, and then just allowing the super monkey and the sniper to just clean up. Overall, I would say this is a pretty easy challenge, so it shouldn't be too difficult for you guys, but I wish you luck. Once again, I thank you for watching this video. Please be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you everyone, and have a fantastic day.